We have Omar Kolley, who wants to say something. He's joined us here in the Zoom.
Wow.
So Omar Kolley, go on and say what you want to say based on the topic that we are supporting. Are you there, Omar? Would you like to say?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I am, Annetta. Are you hearing me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Annetta, and Ben, Comrade Ben, and Grant. It's unfortunate that, not the numbers should have been a bit higher than this, because this is a pertinent issue, and it's very, very important as far as our country is concerned. I am in further education here in the UK.
Wow.
And being in the further education for about 15 years, teaching and looking at the whole spectrum of education. The topic you're discussing today with regards to girls' education is really a concern for each and every parent in the Gambia. To go and then I concur with Ben when it comes to parents visiting the children at school. Personally, it is women, it is mothers who are engaged in such things. I personally visit when my children were in Banjul. I live here, and whenever I go to visit the schools, all I see as parents is women. And it's not an excuse, as we think that men are the one who bring food to the table. But again, if you look at the whole spectrum of the Gambia, the burden lies on women and mothers. I conducted a research and in 2016, 2017 on women entrepreneurs. In my questionnaire, the answers that women entrepreneurs said, chunk of the small petty business they do is towards education. And who is it for? It's for the children.
Yes.
Either girls or boys. But this is a cycle that has to be broken. And we got very, very intelligent young girls there who have the zeal to further their education. But the means are not there.
Yes.
And the support is not there. And the parental support domestically is also lacking. So the burden is only left to the woman at home. Which I say we are all victims of that. Going to school at early days in the 70s, 80s, we all witnessed those things. But it's just that we have the mentality that it's only going to school that will make you who you are. So that's what we have. And that's what pushes us. And thank God to make us what we are today.
Yes.
But an initiative of this nature that you come up with definitely need to be supported. I've seen the incentive provided by a nation like UK on education, both academic and vocational.
Yes.
How do we take this forward? How do we empower this? You've touched on something else here, which I really want us to support, not academically only, but if that could be further taken up from education, how do we support them vocationally?
Yes.
And this further education in the UK now is on two things, academic and vocational.
Yes.
Why do we have academies? Academies are specifically for vocational, to have the employability skills. But obviously, there is a barometer that we got to look at. And if you look at, I was following the trends of results for the previous years. If you look at the results of WA's education in Gambia, most of the guys come ahead.
Yes.
But if you look at those guys, they have the support, and if you look at where they come from, the support is there. Not because they are privileged, but the support was there for them. We have unprivileged ones who have the brains, but they don't have the support. And that is where you're coming in, which I think is a commendable effort that we all have to dip our pockets and support you. I'm definitely in for this, and I will definitely be in the foundation to also contribute.
Thank you, Omar.
Thank you so much, Omar.
Omar is a colleague in the struggle, and he lives in the UK here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Omar. That's amazing. Thank you. Eku has to leave us now, but that's okay. We are on the final leg now, to close this off. We have Tida Saidy as well. Tida, would you like to say something on this topic that we are discussing? Tida, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everybody. I think what I wanted to say, I've already typed it. And then I agreed with what Ben said. Well, I think I have to introduce myself. And I am Tida, and I am currently in the Gambia.
Wow.
I actually saw your post on Instagram, and then like there is this post of a girl that really touched me. Then I even have to reach out. I think I've sent a message to your admin about the girl.
Yes.
That like maybe not financially, but maybe if she needs any emotional support, because I know how she feels. I've been in situations like that, but then I don't even know how I got here. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like I'm actually a university student, and things were really, really, really hard for me. So like what I just wanted to talk about is like it will be really appreciative if in days like this and then in supports like this that we don't limit it to only girls that are young and stuff like that, because I like what Ben said. He was like irrespective of who the child is, be a parent to her. Let's say we are not now let's go a bit further. Let's say a young lady trying to make ends meet. You meet her at your workplace, and then like if you cannot give her financial security or emotional support, I think the best thing to do is to leave her alone, because whoever the girl is, everybody has a story behind. Let's say, for example, if a Gambian girl is at a workplace and then she's trying to bring take food at home, like some of the men will be like, why are you working? Like, you're amlo ben sohla. Come on, we are all Gambians and we know how these things work. You're amlo sohla and stuff like that. Do you really know her story?
Yeah.
Do you know where she comes from and how she got there? I think it's actually better to just leave her alone if you cannot be any form of support to her, be it security or emotional. At least leaving her alone will preserve her mental health.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what I just wanted to add there. It should not only be your father or but like if you know you can be a father figure to somebody.
Yes.
Like father should not be an age. It doesn't really matter what age a man is to be a father. Like let's say you have sisters, and then like even at a younger age, boys are source of protection for girls. So even if somebody looks like a sister to you, you can also play that protective or that father role to that individual. That is all I wanted to add to it.
Thank you so much, Tida. Thank you. Yes, we have been seeing all your activities on your Instagram page. You're very active there, supporting us in everything, you know, sharing the post. These are all the little things that people do that spread the message. So we are so grateful to you. And thank you, Omar, that you came on board here. Ben and I, we are a part of the team. So, you know, we're together, but it is the support of you people that takes the word outside, because you market it, you sell the message to your friends, your family, they go on and tell other people. That's how the message has been growing. Like we said, we are not just here for a one-hit wonder. We are here to, you know, we are starting a movement, you know, a movement that will be here for generations. And we are already seeing the positive effects of what we are doing already. We don't need to wait decades to see it. It's already here. We're seeing it. We're seeing that our girls are building their confidence. We're seeing like that they are dreaming. Their horizon is being broadened. They now can dare to dream and see themselves beyond their circumstances, see themselves beyond their challenges, everything, you know. They are no longer stuck in this financial mess that they had before, or seeing the impossibilities. But once we come into their life, we are seeing them thriving and they're growing, they're doing well in school. The family in this moment in time of the girls that we are in their life, they are much more relaxed. Before they were all tensed. Oh, where am I going to get the school fees? Oh my God, school is going to open. They were tense, but now they are relaxed. The family can do so many other things, not worrying about the finances for education. So thank you so much. And we have looked at the role of the father. As tomorrow is Father's Day, that we are celebrating fathers and what the father means in the life of a family, in the life of a society, and especially in the life of a girl. We have seen how if fathers are present in the lives of their daughters, you know, their IQ is higher, they do much better, emotionally they are strong, they are more confident, they know how to express themselves, they know what to accept, they know how a woman should be treated, and they go on and pass it on. The good thing about girls is they pass it on. They don't keep it to themselves. So we should be here to empower them and encourage them and push them higher, because this, like I said, Sponsor a Gambian Girl is a Gambian project. Everybody owns it. As long as you're a Gambian, it's your own project. We own this because we are building the future leaders, the future homemakers, the future business owners, the future mechanics. I'm so glad that I'm seeing female mechanics now in Gambia. Is so encouraging. All these things, that is what we are doing. So Ben, what is your final word as we leave here?
And my final word would be, as you said, result oriented. You know, these are not things that pie in the sky or anything else. These are things that you do and you see the effect onto the people you do it for.
Yes.
Because you gain the benefit, you doing it. Either you're doing it from, as Tida said, just to share. And I mean, to push it out there, someone else speak to and do something with it. You benefit from that, knowing that you are doing something, supporting something. You might not even be the person providing the resource money, but you are doing something that gives opportunity for someone else. And you are helping someone else fulfill. You know, you see, when we concentrate on ourselves, people do misinterpret the word concentrating on yourself, thinking it's all selfish. No, things that you do to impact other people is concentrating on yourself. It's an extension of you.
Yes, Ben.
It's extension of you. You as a human being, you cannot live in peace if your neighbor doesn't live in peace.
No.
I mean, we cannot expect to have the Gambia we want when people are in the conditions they are. Yes. We don't expect to have change if people don't have the opportunity to make change. But in this case that we are in it, that's why people that might have a political hat or have a religious hat, let me tell you one thing, is the practical bit that will bring about change faster than anything. That's why when the day I saw you put the thoughts on this thing, if you have lived close to me, I was going to pull you and say, let's go and do it. That's what the strength I showed, that's how much I could have done because of the geographical locations we are. Because I just know the impact.
Yes.
I'm a social science student.
Yes.
I'm a transformer. I think of transformation.
Yes.
And I have read. You see, places that have transformed.
Yes.
And one component that is part of the transformation is the role of women.
Yes.
If we go to Turkey, when they lost it, when the Ottomans lost their empire, come out at the top, people credit him for transformation because of secular state. Yes, secular state, but two things were very instrumental in the change. Is the empowerment of women and vocational training. Istanbul University turned to be a technical university. Today, they produce their own boats, their own guns, their own everything. They cannot be sanctioned based on it because they have the technical know-how to do it. But they have the women in position to complement those efforts and change the people. When you equip the women to be empowered, they will even make the man better. They will complement their husband to be better people. And the society will be better off when men become better people.
Absolutely.
You see, in Japan, the transformation was not only built on, you cannot just go and make things, but you have to build something to make things. What do you build first is the people. Society as a whole. Japan started to recognize roles. If you were a Japanese woman and you decided that you are going to retire from any age, your role as a parent is recognized and enumerated as you being office, because they know the role of that woman. And in every society, in Europe today, if it was not for the suffragettes,
Yes.
Europe would not have advanced to what is today.
Yes.
And in Gambia, in Africa, these are the things that we should borrow. These are the things we should learn. Our cultures have been pulling us back.
Yes.
If we really want to transform on our own, we have to recognize this equality.
Yes.
And this equality cannot come in without investment, time and resources into the women's, especially young girls, to try. And we have seen a lot of the, and I always want to be optimistic. We have seen a lot of government and progress.
Yes.
Not only in our project, but as you said, I have seen women now running businesses in the Gambia as never before. Young women, young women as confident as they will become an engineer or go and run their own business.
Yes.
They don't even want to be employed anymore. They want to show that they can do the same.
Yes. And
that's changed because of the education they received. They will not ever. The education, as I mean, not only they going to pass the exams, but how they were more.
Yes.
Look at the background they come from.
Yes.
Because they have fathers. As I say, fathers, again, they have role models, be father paternal or whatever father it is, but they have a family that supported them to be the women they are today.
Yes.
In all sector of the economy now, we are seeing them taking charge and they are becoming CEO and others. Yes, there are an aspect of the political side of it, but I'll tell you, the more meaningful change will start when other aspects of society have changed. And finally, we will get there. And that's why it's important to come back to this, educating the Gambian culture. And the benefit here is, for people in the diaspora, I'll give you my experience.
Yes.
What you engage in, when we want to frame our children, and especially in the diaspora, it's a very difficult, as they become adolescent, it's very difficult. Because they have a lot of distractions, especially with social media and other things. And remember, we have to remember again, their background and culture, they still carry that. But it's important for them to have that identity as well, to recognize that identity, to know the strength of their culture and themselves in order to make the transformation.
Yes.
There's no better way to do that, apart from seeing you as a parent engage in issues that affects their culture and see those things being changed, because they already have a perspective of the culture.
Yes.
Generally, it's not a nice bit. They only see the Western cultures and everything as they advance and develop. Now, how can you make them believe to see what we do? And the best way to do it is taking part in charity and other aspects of it. It's not to go out just to voice out to show party politics and so on. It's not that what we bring. This part of the change, but the most part of change we want is through this engagement. Yes. And I leave this fact with Gambians to see this. Barack Obama only possible because Barack found himself.
Yes.
People who have, and Barack was not a mistake when he wrote this book, Dreams of My Father. It was not a mistake.
Yes.
Barack, and from that on, we all know how smart and intelligent everything he was.
Yes.
But what shapes Barack was he went and found himself.
Yes.
See, that's why we have to accept the shortcomings of our parents. I know for Africans, we see it as we don't question our parents or we don't talk about their shortcomings. It's as we are disrespectful. No, it's identifying that they have shortcomings. It's not it's a constructive thing, and that's how we can be better. Until we understand that we can be better. Barack, that's what he did. Barack would have blamed his father for everything that happened. But the minute he went and walked in the footsteps of his father, and he realized, these are the challenges my father have to deal with. Yes. This is the challenges of being an intellectual in post-colonial Africa. That's why he understands how colonization affects his father, being educated, how his father become a victim, become an alcoholic. See, he learned from these things. That it's important to have that parent. But not only that, Barack navigated and explained his journey of his mother. Been a woman that was attracted to other men who are of a different country. When he went to Indonesia, this father figure, what shaped Barack was not the father in Kenya, was not the once the mother have married to, it was his grandfather. He celebrated his grandfather because it was the father figure he had.
Yes.
If it was not for that, Barack would not be who he is. But again, he dived into his culture to understand. And this how he would have never had contact with his family if he had just been something else, and he would not have been an effective person in administration or dealing with people.
Yes.
When Barack chooses to go and work in the projects, look, he had an opportunity to be a corporate lawyer, to be everything, and not have any problems or issues. But it makes him better by going in to dirty his hands, to be part of finding the solutions in the projects. But people would realize, why did Barack achieve something no African president, no American president have ever achieved? Is controversy free in the White House.
Yes.
Because of all these mistakes he went through to learn and brought in, and now the children and the wives and everything else, I mean, benefited from it. What I'm saying is what we do by getting in this is benefiting our family, because they are listening, they are watching, and this is the best way they will learn than learn in a book or whatever you say. They have to see you do it. They have to see you live it so that they will live it. And when you live it, you live it. They will hear your conversation about arranging a sponsor, conversations about arranging transfer system, conversations about this thing, and they're part of it. Then empathy would be in them.
Yes.
If people don't have empathy, they will not have consciousness. If people don't have consciousness, they cannot bring about change. They might achieve everything in life, but that does not mean that they will be successful people.
Yes.
They will end up, because to be successful is again to replicate and build a better family, better than what your father, to be a better father than your father, better mother than your mother. That's what we aspire for. I aspire my children to be better than a father I was. That's why I look at the key on my father to be better than him.
Yes.
And I think this is where I want us to think about fatherhood, but again, bring it to this, sponsor girl, sponsor Gambian girl.
Yes.
It's about benefiting others and benefit from it, and benefit society. And especially most of us might be listening to this are privileged. Even to listen to a program is a privilege. You have to avoid to afford it and everything else. And that privilege needed to be passed on. And because it's all benefit for all of us. Yeah, look, if you live in peace and stability, if you want to retire in Gambia, Gambia have to be the society that you aspire to be in, not society that we go in. People will be jealous, people will be grudge, people will be in crimes and everything else. We have to build that country, and this is another way to build that country.
Thank you so much, Ben, for that. That is super amazing. Omar, would you like to leave a last word with us, because you've been here since the beginning? Any last words you'd like to say?
Nothing much, Annetta. I mean, I thank you all very well. Very well.
Okay.
And Ben is a colleague. We do things together in numerous occasions for the benefit of Gambia. I will definitely get connected through the website or for SaGG Foundation. Count me in. I will definitely be a part of it.
Amazing. So thank you to everyone that has been watching us on the Facebook. I know we've been here for a while, so we'll be going off now, but we just want to leave you off with this. All the fathers, happy Father's Day for tomorrow. Enjoy your time with your family, with your daughters. Be present. You can be there and still be absent, but be present, and support your daughters in education, because we've seen the benefit. Girls that have fathers that are present, and being actively present, do well in school, are more confident, will go on to do bigger and better things, will have impact in society, impact in the family, and do amazing things. So we are here to say we acknowledge you, fathers, for everything that you do and everything that you stand for. And for the SaGG Foundation, sponsor a Gambian girl, we are here to empower the girl child through education. We are here to uplift their status. We are here to change their story and to impact generational change through education. And we thank you that is sharing our post, liking our post, donating, sponsoring a girl, watching us. We thank you for being part of this journey. And we can't wait to see you on the next show that we would have, discussing another topic about girls and everything that affects girls' education. So we thank you so much, and we leave you for now till another time. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much, Ben, and thank you so much, Omar. Thank you all. Bye now. Thank you.